What is up, my friends? I took a couple of days off. It was a little breathing room. You sometimes got to do that. But let's talk about some of the things we're here to talk about, and that is, as you can tell from the title, Sinister Six is coming to Spider-Man. So last week we had Disney's Disney's investor call, which went great. I mean, the stock flew, and that's because of things like Disney Plus, Hulu, all of that good stuff, as well as their lineup for future stuff we're getting. We're getting a ton of Disney movies. We're getting a ton of Marvel, a ton of Star Wars, a ton and a ton of other content as well. That just sounds beautiful to me. I'm excited. They will be doing sort of like the same model as Warner Brothers, where they'll be releasing a movie in theaters as well as same day on Disney Plus. But they are doing the premiere access where you have to pay a little extra, like Mulan. I'll talk more about that in another video because I got a lot of things to say about the Warner Brothers thing as well. And so we'll cover all of that in that video. But let's talk about Spider-Man. So Kevin Feige went on to say that the Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, WandaVision are all telling one whole story. And of course, that is the story of the multiverse. And for weeks, months now, maybe years, we've been theorizing that this is going to introduce the multiverse. When first we heard about Mysterio coming into Spider-Man 2, and there was I talk about the multiverse there. And so many people were wondering, they're doing it. They're doing it right here. They're announcing the multiverse, but of course we know Mysterio was lying. Or was he? Now, I don't think Mysterio came from the multiverse. I think he just made that up, but I do think that that was sort of a tease to see. Marvel was like, okay, let's see how people react online about a multiverse happening in the MCU. If they act good. If they react good. I say if we act good. Please, Marvel, give us this. We're acting good. No, but all kidding aside, I think Marvel was trying to see how the internet reacted. Of course, the internet reacted pretty, like, you would expect. People were excited, and then it didn't happen, and so now they're like, okay, y'all were excited, we're gonna give it to you. So we heard about Electro being in this movie first, of course, Jamie Foxx reprising his role from the Amazing Spider-Man in this film, and then we knew, yeah, multiverse confirmed, right? Now, last week we talked about Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, Kirsten Dunst, Emma Stone coming back, and of course Alfred Molina as Dr. Octopus. Now we're starting to hear that Green Goblin himself is coming back. I told you in the previous video, give me William Dafoe as Green Goblin, and we're there. And so, according to rumors, he is already signed on or just about in the finalization of signing on. Of course, there's also talks and rumors that Dane DeHaan, who also played Green Goblin in The Amazing Spider-Man, would be coming back as well. And so, we have our Sinister Six. I've told y'all this. Everybody has to know, right, that we are getting a Sinister Six Spider-Man for the final Spider-Man. And I think that that is going to consist of Dr. Octopus played by Alfred Molina, Electro played by Jamie Foxx, William Dafoe playing Green Goblin, Dane DeHaan not playing Green Goblin but Hobgoblin, Mysterio of course coming back as Jake Gyllenhaal, and Michael Keaton's Vulture, who we saw in the first Spider-Man. I think that is our lineup right there. I think you could trade Mysterio out if you wanted to for another villain, but I highly doubt it. I think that that is the best way to do this. How about we get Paul Giamatti as Rhino for a little cameo? I mean, everything always starts with Rhino for some reason in a lot of Spider-Man films, so I guess you could bring him in there and be expendable, but I don't want him to be part of the final lineup as well. So, I mean, it's more than like, it's confirmed. We're going to get a Sinister Six film if you're bringing all of these characters in. And I thought that is the best way to do it. I was wondering how they would be able to pull it off in Spider-Man, Tom Holland's Spider-Man with the Sinister Six, when there isn't much yet there of a team up of villains that we've come to know. And I didn't want anybody to just be an expendable villain. I wanted them to be actually fleshed out, and this is the best way because all of these villains are fleshed out in each respective film they're in, and I think it really serves a good background for these characters because we know where they're coming from now, and we've set up each individual story, and so it makes it that much better once they're all teamed up now that we actually see in a group that we've come up and grown up with, sort of like with the Avengers of sorts, where they each had their own little movie to show off themselves, their interpersonal demons and all of that, and then we get to see them team up finally. So I think that's pretty good right there, and I think that's why it's going to make Spider-Man such a special film. Now, of course, Dr. Octopus, I think, is confirmed. Electro's confirmed. Vulture, I'm hearing Michael Keaton's still a little bit not confirmed, and that's because he is also doing the Flash movie, as you know. Mysterio isn't confirmed, really. Hobgoblin isn't confirmed, and Green Goblin is sort of like 75% confirmed. So for now, you could probably omit everybody except Doc Ock and Electro, but I'm pretty sure they'll come on board. Once we start hearing about Toby and Andrew coming on board like 100%, I think we'll start hearing everybody else, because then that means they're going straight for this plan right here. And I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see how they're going to pull all of this off. I'm pretty sure this is how it's going to be. So what are my theories on how everything is going to start? Well, I really feel like we're going to be seeing one of these characters pop up first in Tom Holland's universe, and I think that character is going to be Electro, just because I feel like we never got a clear he died, you know. And I feel like one of the first characters that would appear, due to the quantum realm and everything going on with Thanos and all of that, would be Electro, just because he's like pure energy at a point. That's why I feel like he would probably be the first one to pop up. Then we'll see other portals open up and all of that. And I think Green Goblin will be the final one we see, because that will be the biggest aha moment. I think Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin is the best villain in this whole Spider-Man franchise. Right behind him, of course, would be Doc Ock. So I think them two would be the last two we see pop up. But I think the other ones we would start seeing sporadically, and then we would see Tom Holland sort of have to go against all of these by himself, and then the two Spider-Mans would come up and save the day as well with him. I think that's the best way to do the film. I may be wrong, I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see how they do it. Of course, though, I do want Miles Morales in this film in some shape, way, or form. I think he would be such a tremendous addition as well, and I think you can have a Spider-Man multiverse film if you don't bring in Mr. Miles Morales as well. So hopefully we get that. Maybe Gwen Stacy could be Gwen Spider. Maybe we'll see it. I don't know. I'm open for it all. I'm just saying, give us the best spectacle you can with this, because getting all of these actors into one movie, all of these characters, I think is going to be hard. So if you do it, you want to go all the way, you know, so you don't want to do any half measures with it. So hopefully that's what we get. But what are your thoughts on this? Do you think we're going to get a Sinister Six movie, or do you think it's going to be something completely different? And if we do get a Sinister Six, do you think it's going to be my lineup where I said Doc Ock, Alfred Molina, Electro, Jamie Foxx, Green Goblin's Willem Dafoe, Hobgoblin's Dane DeHaan, Mysterio's Jake Gyllenhaal, and Vulture's Michael Keaton? Do you think that's going to be the lineup, or do you think it's going to be different just based on all the other rogues we got in the Spider-Man franchises in the past? Let me know your thoughts below. I like to know. But anyways, as always, that is going to do it for me. We're talking Mortal Kombat today as well, and we got some other videos coming this week on Selena the series, the Queen's Gambit, and some other stuff I need to catch up on. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure you are subscribed, turn on the bell for notifications. Make sure you follow me on TikTok, Twitter. Twitter is at NerdRealm, TikTok is at Campfire Tales, or for my movie TikTok, it is Direct Bulletin. I'll see you, all of you, next time. As always, make sure that you are subscribed. Stay safe, stay positive. Hey, if you're still listening, check out the video on the left. Make sure you're subscribed. And as always, stay positive.